daughter's just died, but come lay your hands on her and she'll live. Wow. And Jesus rose and followed him with the disciples. And behold, a woman who had suffered from a discharge of blood for 12 years came up behind him and touched the fringe of his garment. For she said, if I only touch his garment, I'll be made well. Jesus turned and seeing her said, take heart, daughter, your faith has made you well. You remember the other instance of this where it says, who touched me? Because he felt virtue going out of him. And instantly the woman was made well. And when Jesus came to the ruler's house and saw the flute players and the crowd making a commotion, he said, go away, the girl's not dead, she's sleeping. They laughed at him. But when the crowd had been put outside, he went in and took her by the hand, and the girl rose. And a report of this went out throughout the district. Now look, the father said, if you'll lay your hands on her, she'll live. And Jesus comes, and there's no ceremony. No ceremony, he just takes her by the hand. This is meaning the touch itself. And the other woman, she touched him. He didn't lay hands on her. She touched him. This is where, I know you're pastor enough to know this is what he wants. He wants to be so full of God that when people touch him, they get healed. But listen, let me tell you what this means. What you want to be is, you want to be unconsciously filled with God, so that your presence unconsciously brings the blessing. Now, Jesus had the sensitivity to say, who'd somebody touched me? Now, you may not have that sensitivity. In fact, I wish that God would just give us healers that are unconsciously full of him and that don't even know that people get healed. Because when somebody gets healed through us, we get a billboard. No. We just need the glory of Jesus. We just need that to be on us and in us. But I picked this passage because this man said, if he lays hands on her. And then there are many passages in the gospel where Jesus laid hands. Even that wonderful passage that says, he couldn't do many miracles there because of their unbelief, except he laid his hands on a few sick folk and they got well. Because this is Jesus, all right? And the mystery of healing eludes me, just like the mystery of all this stuff eludes me. And so when I preach on this stuff, I press it into something that is hard for me to get hold of.